Tracking breaking news out of Providence. Tragedy tonight in Providence as police say a 7-year-old girl was shot in the city's Olneyville section. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Caitlin Gelhaus. ABC6 News reporter Ryan Medeiros joins us live from the scene now with the latest details from police. Ryan, what can you tell us?
Caitlin, Providence police say a 7-year-old girl was shot here on Florence Street earlier tonight, now in critical condition at Hasbro Children's Hospital. That shooting taking place right here at the Joslyn Playground and Rec Center. Commander Timothy O'Hara says the girl was in the back seat of a car with her family when she was hit by the gunfire. She was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Officers emotional tonight, expressing dismay over such a senseless act. Commander O'Hara sharing a message to residents of the city.
Should probably pray for this young girl right now, because that's what they need.
Police say no arrests have been made and no suspects have been identified yet. Just to reiterate, police say a 7-year-old girl was shot in the backseat of a car here on Florence Street earlier tonight, now in critical condition at Hasbro Children's Hospital. In Providence, I'm Ryan Medeiros, ABC6 News.
Thanks for those details, Ryan. We'll check back in with you soon. Providence police also investigating more gun violence in the city after a man was shot earlier this evening on Congress Street. It happened just before 5 o'clock. Our ABC6 News crews on the scene earlier this evening saw officers going door to door as they investigated. Police say the man's injuries were not life-threatening. And new tonight on ABC6 News 11 at 11. A Fall River man is accused of 3D printing and selling guns without serial numbers and having other illegal weapons like grenades and sear switches that turn legal handguns fully automatic. ATF agents searched the home of 26-year-old Benjamin Hunt yesterday and say they found ghost guns, fentanyl, MDMA, mushrooms, cocaine. Hunt was arrested and faces a minimum sentence of 20 years in prison and up to $1 million in fines if convicted. Sentencing day for a registered sex offender with 4 prior convictions on child porn charges, this time on for additional federal child porn charges. 63-year-old Patrick O'Donnell will spend the next 10 years in prison. Turns out, after he was released from state prison, he was found to have 2 cell phones, which was in violation of his release, and both phones were found to have child pornography on them. And now to an ABC6 News follow-up at 11 o'clock. A candlelight vigil held tonight for a 20-year-old who died in a motorcycle crash in Woonsocket on Saturday. The vigil was held at the turf field at North Smithfield High School, where the victim, Joseph Rossi, had recently graduated. Dozens of community members, friends, and family all attending. Rossi's brother telling ABC6 News that he's remembering his brother not only as a dedicated athlete, but as a person that would brighten everyone's day.
I've always heard from coworkers, because I work in the same group of people, that everybody loved him. He always brought a smile on his face. He's not replaceable at all. Nothing can replace his heart, his soul.
Now, according to his family, Rossi would have been 21 years old next month. Now to a focus on our schools at 11. Tonight, the Rhode Island Board of Education accepting a proposal to continue the state takeover into Providence public schools for up to 3 years. The state first took control of the district back in 2019. Tonight, the board saying reviews found notable progress under the state intervention, but multiple areas still need improvement. In response to the extension being approved, the president of Providence's school board releasing a statement that says in part, quote, "The decision is disappointing. The transition back must be a community-driven process that ensures schools are governed by those closest to the work." Meanwhile, Providence schools will be using new technology to improve safety at bus stops. The district's bus fleet is now being fitted with cameras that will detect cars illegally passing stopped buses and share their license plates directly with police. When schools start on Tuesday, they'll be used to immediately start sending out warnings. Enforcement will officially begin on October 1st, with fines starting at $250. And now let's get a check on the forecast right now. We're heading into Labor Day weekend. Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Benson joining us here live in the Weather Center. Jeff, what is on the schedule for the weather this weekend?
Well, the weekend's not looking all that bad. As we talked about earlier, there is likely going to be at least some rain, but I'm not terribly concerned right now if I have outdoor plans coming up this weekend. But we start with the news of the night, and that is how cool it's getting out there. Lovely State House tonight. Looks lit up in that light green color. 58 degrees right now under starlit skies, and the winds are very calm right now as well. And I will explain why that is important in a second as we look at the temperatures across the region. Already down to 53 in both Taunton and Norwood. Still balmy down in North Kingstown. I think that might be running a little hot there. Kingstown 66. It's 59 in Newport right now, 60 in Westerly. And again, generally the winds are turning calm, especially inland. Little bit of, say, a 5 to 10 mile per hour breeze out of the east along the shoreline. But those winds will continue to lighten up overnight. And why is that important? Because of something called radiational cooling. We get that solar radiation heating the ground during the day, and a lot of it tries to escape back into the atmosphere at night. Now, we have clouds that's going to act as, say, a lid on a hot cup of coffee, and some of that will then come back down. But on nights where we don't have any cloud cover, such as this, with light wind, a lot of that heat is all going to radiate back into space, and so we get very cool. Check it out tomorrow morning. We're stepping out the door. A lot of sunshine, but look at these temperatures. All the way down into the lower 50s. Outlying areas could even get maybe to, say, 48, 49 degrees. We'll, of course, have a check on those numbers tomorrow on Good Morning Providence. I'll be back with a check on Labor Day weekend in a few minutes. We'll see you then, Caitlin.
Awesome, Jeff. Thanks. Hoodie weather. I'm kind of loving it. It was chilly out there for sure. Now to a focus on your health at 11. Concerns are on the rise over mosquito-borne viruses, with the mosquito season reaching its peak right at the holiday weekend. 2 new deaths attributed to West Nile virus in Wisconsin, and a new case of the rare, potentially deadly Triple E virus in Massachusetts. Here's ABC's Ariel Reshef with more.
Tonight, with communities waging an aerial and ground assault on mosquitoes, health officials in Wisconsin confirming 2 people have now died from West Nile virus in that state this year. Teams spraying pesticides across New York City.
It's pretty safe, the pesticide which we use, and we use very small quantity, like a teaspoon, for treating 1 acre.
Cases of West Nile now in more than 30 states, the disease responsible for 100 to 200 deaths each year in the U.S. And concerns tonight as health officials in Massachusetts report what's believed to be the country's 6th known person infected with Triple E, another rare but potentially lethal mosquito-borne virus. Authorities saying the woman in her 30s was exposed in Plymouth County before planes dropped pesticide in the area. Much of the Northeast on alert, cases of Triple E reported in at least 5 states. In New Hampshire, the family of Stephen Perry says the 41-year-old was in perfect health before contracting Triple E. He was hospitalized with a 105-degree fever and died a week later. Health officials say severe cases and deaths from these illnesses are extremely rare, but with more rainfall and warmer temperatures attributed to climate change, officials say that the mosquito season is getting longer in much of the country. Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
And also today, the health department in the town of Middleborough confirming a horse recently died after being infected with Triple E. The horse was not vaccinated. There are no human cases of Triple E or West Nile in Middleborough. Now to some other local stories we're following for you on this Thursday night. Police in Portsmouth arresting a Wareham man after they say he tried to sell pot to a minor and meet up with her for sex. Officials say 28-year-old John McGee was arrested after he drove from Wareham to Portsmouth to meet up with the girl. That's when an officer pulled him over on East Main Road. Inside his car, officers say they found several knives, pot, pipes, and baggies. He was released on $5,000 bail. A Providence pawn shop owner is facing charges that he knowingly bought 108 stolen 18-karat gold Tiffany rings. Now, according to the Rhode Island Attorney General's office, 58-year-old Mohammed Barra, who owns the Four Seas pawn shop, is charged with receiving stolen gold worth around $378,000 and not keeping proper records of it. Officials say a UPS employee stole the rings from a distribution center in Warwick before selling them to Barra. The iconic Mr. Lemon getting some special recognition tonight. Mayor Brett Smiley, among other local officials, joining in, holding a ceremonial street dedication for the couple behind Mr. Lemon. Joseph and Eileen Rayo. Hawkins Street is now called Mr. Lemon Place.
When we do street namings, we try to preserve legacy. That's why we do this, so that the people who come after us know that this place means something and it meant something, and it gets them to ask the question. Now, we know that Mr. Lemon will be here for another 50 years, but this sign will hang in the city of Providence for forever now.
The City Council recognized Mr. Lemon with a resolution last month. And in consumer news tonight at 11, the USDA releasing reports saying inspectors found bugs and mold at a Boar's Head plant in Virginia, the same plant linked to a massive deli meat recall. That report shows 69 health violations at the plant in the last year. Insects were found, both dead and alive, as well as mold on the doors, near a hand washing sink, and on ceilings. A spokesperson for Boar's Head says food safety is the brand's top priority, and the company regrets the impact of this recall. Just yesterday, the CDC announcing the 9th death in connection to that Boar's Head listeria outbreak. And still to come tonight on ABC 6 News at 11, the Patriots naming their starting quarterback today. Sports director Nick Coit will join us here with the latest in Foxborough in just a few minutes. Plus, Jeff returns with a look at your 7-day forecast and ahead of Labor Day weekend. And we continue to track breaking news in Providence. A 7-year-old girl shot and left in critical condition tonight. Ryan Medeiros will rejoin us live from the scene with what we're hearing from police.
Your morning starts here with the day's top headlines, breaking news, weather, and traffic, all in one place. Watch Good Morning Providence, weekdays 5 to 7 a.m.
Make every day a fresh start. Watch Good Morning Providence.
Say so long to summer with up to 30% off during Ray Moore and Flanagan's Labor Day sale. We've slashed prices store-wide. Save hundreds on sofas, sectionals, dining sets, bedroom sets, and more. Get huge Labor Day savings on top mattress brands and enjoy free next-day mattress delivery and removal. Or enjoy now and pay later. Take advantage of financing and pay no interest for 72 months. Shop unbeatable Labor Day deals only while they last at Ray Moore and Flanagan.
All the shingles, baby, 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 all the shingles, baby. Put it in a roof, need a roof on the house. You're sitting on the couch, doing your own little thing. You blew it off, now I need to call the #1 roof company.
You think you need a new roof? Don't put it off till last minute like this guy did. Go with a company you can trust. Contact us below.
I'm John Calcagni, a former federal prosecutor and head of New England's premier fully staffed criminal defense firm. If you or a loved one has been accused of a crime, call me.
Are you ready to rock? Does God ever call you and ask you for stuff?
I heart you. Can we get rid of that?
Jimmy Kimmel Live returns Tuesday on ABC.
McCullough Concrete is the area's best available source for quality concrete, and we're proud of our legacy. Recognized as a leader in the industry because of our quality workmanship, commitment to excellence, and a large fleet of modern trucks. McCullough Concrete gets the job done, and we get it done right. Call us today. McCullough Concrete.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
Kelsey Turner was a rising Insta model.
An Instagram model missing. A beloved child psychiatrist missing.
Now Friday.
You're witness to a murder. So what happened next?
2020, Friday night on ABC.
Welcome back. We continue tracking breaking news tonight out of Providence. Tragedy tonight in Providence as police say a 7-year-old girl was shot in the city's Olneyville section. And ABC 6 News reporter Ryan Medeiros is joining us live there from the scene again with the latest details from police. Ryan, what can you tell us?
Caitlin, Providence police say a 7-year-old girl was shot here on Florence Street earlier tonight. That shooting taking place right near the Joslyn Playground and Rec Center, with that girl now in critical condition at Hasbro Children's Hospital. Providence Police Commander Timothy O'Hara says the girl was in the back seat of a car with her family when she was hit by the gunfire. She was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Officers emotional tonight, expressing dismay over such a senseless act. Commander O'Hara sharing a message to residents of the city.
Should probably pray for this young girl right now, because that's what they need.
At last check, police say no suspects have been identified, no arrests have been made. Just to reiterate, police say a 7-year-old girl was shot here on Florence Street earlier tonight and is in critical condition at Hasbro Children's Hospital. In Providence, I'm Ryan Medeiros, ABC 6 News.
Thanks for that report, Ryan. Switching gears, here's our question of the day. Is your vote ever affected by celebrity endorsements? No way, I don't care about their opinions. Or yes, they're called influencers for a reason. We'd love to hear from you, so you can scan the QR code on your screen or head to abc6.com/spotlight to cast your vote.
ABC6 Weather with Jeff Benson. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
All right, we almost made it to the end of the week. Happy Thursday, everybody. It was a gorgeous one out there. Had a little bit of something for everybody this week. Summer yesterday and back to fall today. And, you know, okay, well, certainly it was cooler. And obviously relativity kind of speaks volumes in our weather world. But it's really tonight's temperatures that are going to dictate, almost the changing of the guards in the season. It wasn't really all that bad. Today, the sun angle is very, very strong this time of year. So I had a lot of folks saying, honestly, Jeff, I thought it was going to be a little bit cooler. Well, check back with me tomorrow morning and let me know if you still feel that way. But I love today, and I think you're going to love tomorrow as well. We've got high pressure in control to our north and east right now. This is really why we had such cooler air today. That flow around it, you can see the arrows spinning right there. That's a clockwise flow. So you get the winds coming off of what are some relatively much chillier waters up here towards Nova Scotia and the Gulf of Maine, and that brings that cooler air in. We only got in the upper 60s today along the eastward facing shoreline from Boston down to the Cape. Now, that high has also been responsible for sort of creating this wall of dry air. And there's a bit of a disturbance that's been sitting right over the mid-Atlantic today and really not moving anywhere. And it's, partially due to that high. It's a fairly stationary system to begin with. But, I mean, we've just been seeing the D.C. area dumping rain. You see a couple of flash flood warnings down there in northern Virginia. A lot of lightning with these storms as well. So we've kind of seen, again, a kind of a battle going on between the high pressure and this disturbance right here. And we've seen some clouds penetrate as far into, say, the Hartford area in central Connecticut. Those are going to try to maybe push a little bit closer, and maybe you could even see some sprinkles here during the very early morning hours of Friday. But I'm telling you, it's such a fine line because of where that high is positioned and kind of just dominating our New England weather pattern here. But you could see a couple of sprinkles, again, getting not too far away. If you're driving, say, down 95 into Connecticut tomorrow, don't be surprised. A couple of flicks of the windshield wiper for sure. But as we head throughout the day, the high starts winning back out here, and we should go back over to all full sunshine, and any clouds in the early morning hours should start to dissipate and move away. It's a great day tomorrow. Unfortunately, eventually, we're going to get our next weather system moving in right over the heart of Memorial Day weekend here, and Sunday will be our best chance of rain. The timing, not the greatest here. This gets here Saturday night. So Saturday itself is okay, although I think we'll see a little bit more cloud cover throughout the day. Then that front sort of parked over here during much of the day on Sunday. Maybe we get a little bit of dry time later in the day, and hopefully, it's been looking like a very broken line of showers as well. So that would indicate that we get some dry time as well. Then as we head into Monday, Labor Day Monday, we start to clear things out again, and it's a much nicer weather pattern, kind of like what we had going from yesterday to today, but we're not going from 90s this time around, so it's not going to take that much to cool things down. Real quick check of the tropics. We have a 40% chance in the orange there, and a newly formed wave off the African coastline. That is something we're going to be watching very carefully over the next week here. 7-day forecast looks pretty good, though. Again, Sunday is your one blemish over the weekend. Monday, Labor Day looks great. And then, wow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I don't know how you get much nicer than that. We're also going to see the return of those overnight temperatures in the 50s as well. And, grab your sweatshirt, grab your light jacket, grab your hoodie as you step out the door tomorrow morning.
Now, ABC 6 Sports, sponsored by Calvino Law Associates.
We have decided, or I have decided, that Jacoby Brissett will be our starting quarterback this season. Now, in saying that, as an organization, we're 100% behind Jacoby. There is no, you got a guy right here, you got a guy right there. We're 100% behind Jacoby. And I had an opportunity to talk to Drake. I had an opportunity to talk to Jacoby separately and also together. And I feel like we're all on the same page from an organizational perspective.
That already feels like it happened yesterday because it was an early morning, very quick announcement from Jerod Mayo on his starting quarterback today. 8:30 a.m., 76 seconds, and the decision was done. And the QB that many expected to be the starter was officially named the starter. The vet getting the nod over the kid. This seemed to be the plan all along for the Pats when they brought in their former third-round draft pick installing Jacoby Brissett as the starting quarterback. But with the late summer surge of the rookie Drake May and the talk of competition from the head coach Mayo, there was some question maybe about who would be QB1. The question finally answered this morning, and not long after in the locker room, Brissett expressing his excitement and telling us about when he found out the news.
We had, an official conversation because y'all wanted them to make an announcement, so he kind of said something to me today, but yeah, excited. Obviously worked hard to get to this point, and excited for this journey that we're about to, embark on. It's been a lot of work, a lot of, long days, long nights, and the journey to get to this point. I'm grateful for this opportunity, but I'm also excited for it.
Now, as for the rookie May, the plan seemed to be all along for him to sit for a bit and learn behind Brissett. So the Pats sticking with that setup, even though the kid has shown the progress he's shown, especially late in the summer and in the preseason games themselves. For May, his attitude staying the same Thursday. He was upbeat after the decision, and the kid throwing support behind his veteran teammate.
Obviously I want to play, competitive edge in me, but at the same time, understand the situation. I don't think anything's changed. I came in here in this camp, working and studying hard to be the starter, and I don't think that's going to change. I'm still going to shoot one play away, so just got to be ready for all circumstances and here to help Jacoby and keep the vibes in the quarterback room, up, because nothing's going to change, and still rooting for him and cheering for him.
Love that, keeping the vibes up. Other Pats note, the team announcing the signing of 6 to the practice squad, including offensive lineman Michael Jordan and Jalen Reagor. And you see who was out at practice on Thursday, a special guest, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla, the Johnston native, talking with Jerod Mayo and then greeting both Elliott Wolf and Matt Groh. The Pats are off for the weekend. They return to practice on Monday. Playoff hopes looked like they were slipping away earlier this week for the Red Sox. A losing streak, a doubleheader sweep by Toronto, putting Boston 5 games out of the wild card. Get that nail? Not yet. We can't stick a fork in them yet. A streak snapped and a couple wins later, and tonight the Sox, another chance to cut the standings deficit down. Finale of a long series with the Blue Jays. Boston a chance to get to within 2.5 games of the Twins in the AL wildcard chase. Game was scoreless into the third when Vlad Guerrero Jr. gets a hold of one off of Kata Crawford. The big man putting it off the wall in center. Brings around a run, 1-0 Blue Jays. Then in the 6th, another run coming in for the visitors when Ernie Clement puts an RBI double into left to wave in a teammate. 2-0 Toronto. The Blue Jays threatening for more in the 7th, but the veteran comes on to stop him. Rich Hill, 44 years young, becomes the only player to appear in at least a game in the last 20 MLB seasons. In his first appearance, that's a strikeout to end that 7th inning. That's all the excitement Sox fans got tonight, though. Boston's offense held to just 2 hits. Red Sox fall 2-0 the final, so they drop to 3.5 back of Minnesota in the AL wildcard. To Norton, Mass Thursday, and the first round of the first ever FM Championship, the LPGA, coming to TPC Boston, following the local competitors. Alexa Pano, who's Massachusetts born, wearing the Patriots logo. She saves a par on 16. She finished the first round at even par, a 72 for her. On 18, Megan Kang, who spent part of her childhood learning the game of golf at Buttonhole in Providence. She finishes her first round with a birdie. Kang at 2 under after 18 holes, a 70 today. The leader after round 1, Marina Alex, sinks the tweeter on 16 here. She finishes with a 68, 4 under, 1 stroke ahead of the field alone. Second round in Norton is on Friday. Quick break to take. When we come back, we check in on the college squads, including the Bryant football team. Highlights from the opener at Delaware next.
Fight back. Call Jack. Calvino Law Associates.
Avoid all the bridge traffic. Shop Chevrolet Buick GMC of Attleboro. Enjoy a stress-free drive and a relaxing car buying experience at our easy-to-get-to location, 103 Washington Street, South Attleboro. We have over 200 new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs on our lot ready for immediate delivery. Plus, we offer additional savings to our military and first responders. And as always, our top priority is you. Chevrolet Buick GMC of Attleboro.com.
So you're running a little late. No worries. You'll make the airport, get to the meeting. It's all good. At J. Bryant Day, we know disaster can strike when you least expect it. And that's why we're here with emergency water damage service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our professional cleanup and restoration crews will get the job done quickly, and we can bill your insurance directly. So whatever the size of your water disaster,
Remember, when disaster strikes, J. Bryant Day is on the way.
We make junk disappear by giving it a new purpose. We donate the donatables and recycle the recyclables. And any organic materials are taken for composting. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you dream of a place to call your own? A home filled with laughter, memories, and all the possibilities of life. But navigating the real estate market can feel overwhelming alone. You need someone who understands your needs and has the expertise to guide you every step of the way. Hi, I'm Karina Bonifant, local real estate agent. I stay up to date on market trends to get you the best results. Whether you're buying your first home or selling your current property, I'm here to make your real estate dreams reality. Let's find your perfect place.
Steve, we need to celebrate the couch potato in all of us.
Join us and be a couch potato too.
Wow, I'm a couch potato.
Only at Modern Furniture in Fall River.
URI football is now on MeTV. Saturday, August 31st, starting at 7 p.m. Your Rhodey Rams kick off the season against Holy Cross. URI versus Holy Cross. Live from Meade Stadium, August 31st at 7 p.m. on MeTV. For tickets, call 401-874-RAMS or visit GoRhodey.com/tickets.
Welcome back. College football season officially starting up tonight. The Bryant Bulldogs beginning another new era, now part of the CAA, though playing a CAA squad in a non-conference game on Thursday. Chris Merritt's squad on the road at Delaware to begin the season. The Blue Hens jumping out to a 21-3 lead over the young Bulldogs, but the visitors getting on the board when new quarterback Jarrett Guest hits Mark Tagliari Jr. in the second quarter for the score, cuts the deficit down to just 21-10. But Delaware in control of this one all night. Joe Nathan Silver with the acrobatic goal line TD later for the home team extends the Delaware lead at 27-10. The Blue Hens adding another before halftime and putting things away early. Nicholas LeBoy with the catch goes into the end zone. Bryant falls in its season opener Thursday, 48-17, the final. Sticking with Bryant, but going to the pitch on Thursday. The men's soccer team on the road at Central Connecticut. Mid-first half, Blue Devils a turnover in front of their own net, and Mark Pitarch Bayant makes them pay, burying the first of 2 goals for him on the night. Bulldogs earn their first win of the season, 2-0 the final. Women's soccer Thursday night. PC at home hosting Fairleigh Dickinson in non-league action. Early second half, Friars take the lead on the free kick that Casey Lawrence bends into the cage. That was a beauty. The Knights would respond, though, so this match ends in a 1-1 draw. And finally, sticking with women's soccer this afternoon, Brown on the road to play Hofstra. The Bears down 1-0 in the second half, getting this goal, though, from Kira Maguire to even things up. And this is how it ends. Brown and Hofstra playing to a 1-1 draw as well. That's your look at sports. More news coming up after the break.
Here we go, here we go, yeah.
Here we go to Greco for the best deals of the summer. Go for bigger selection. Shop over 1,500 vehicles. Go for low payments on sedans, $99 a month. Go to Greco.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Black Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blackislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
Replacement by Pella is the right choice. We back our products and installation, unlike other window companies.
Pella has the highest quality windows that are tested to protect against extreme weather so they can handle my family and
help keep my home quiet. Yes, and they're backed by some of the best product and installation warranties.
Pella is the only thing in this house I don't have to worry about.
Save on replacement windows by Pella now. But hurry, our sale ends soon.
Parents, feeling the pinch of back-to-school shopping?
Here's your chance to win your complete ABC6 Backpack Buster. Win a brand new pack stuffed with school supplies, a $100 gift card for new sneakers, and an AirTag so you can keep track of it all. Just share a pic on the Now Local News app of how you're celebrating the last days of summer vacation with your kids. Then watch Good Morning Providence starting August 26th to see if you win. It's the ABC6 Back to School Backpack Buster. Share your pic today for your chance to win.
They both want to be your next president. Now finally, Kamala Harris.
Do we believe in the promise of America?
Donald Trump.
We will soon be a great nation again.
Face to face, historic. The ABC News presidential debate, moderated by David Muir and Lindsay Davis, Tuesday, September 10th, live on ABC and streaming on ABC News Live, Hulu, and Disney+. The ABC News presidential debate.
Huge summer savings are happening now at Greco. Go to any of our 8 Greco locations in New England. Go for payments on SUVs, $179 a month. Go to Greco for big summer savings.
We'll save you thousands. We guarantee it.
Closed captioning brought to you by
Hope Real Estate, always going the extra mile to get you home.
We continue tracking breaking news tonight out of Providence. Tragedy tonight in Providence as police say a 7-year-old girl was shot in the city's Olneyville section. Let's get a check-in again with ABC6 News reporter Ryan Medeiros. He's live from the scene now with the latest. Ryan.
Caitlin, we are at Joslyn Playground on Florence Street where police say a 7-year-old girl was shot in the backseat of a car earlier tonight. That girl remains in critical condition at Hasbro Children's Hospital. Now, Providence Police Commander Tim O'Hara says no arrests have been made and no suspects have been identified at this time. We'll be sure to keep you updated on air and on our website, abc6.com, as this situation develops. For now in Providence, I'm Ryan Medeiros, ABC6 News.
Thank you, Ryan. And before we go, let's get one last check on the forecast heading into Labor Day weekend. Jeff, all eyes on the next couple days.
Yes, absolutely, Caitlin. Very cool out there tonight. Temperatures tomorrow morning, we could get down as low as, say, 48 or 49 degrees in outlying areas. We got a nice day coming up, though. 75 degrees here in Providence, outlying areas. Really pretty much between 70 and 75 tomorrow, but it's a sunny day, and we'll be feeling great out there. Partly sunny Saturday, more clouds, temperatures a little bit warmer, a little bit more humid. Showers moving in Saturday night into Sunday, so especially early in the day, we'll see those showers around. Maybe a little bit of clearing late in the day, and then Monday, Labor Day, looking fantastic. And right back to the good stuff for the middle of next week.
All right, well, thank you, Jeff. And thank you all for watching ABC6 News at 11. We hope you have a great night.